Yeah, he's not worried too much about the hunt being outside of his base because it is kind of close. But if you know if the other guy were up to Anubis, he might have to be a little careful. And you'll notice Magyar is upping through Forseti, and that's a very you know it shows Magyar has like a lot of anticipation for what his opponent's moves will be, because as we'll see, he will research the Hall of Thanes upgrade, which grants him. Um, Hall of Things upgrade grants his hair extra speed and hit points, and that's going to be very useful later on when he needs to fight the what do you call it, Ancestor Eclipse combination, and also when he wants to run away from the Ancestor Eclipse combination, he needs that speed. But when he wants to fight it, he needs those hit points. So it's very anticipatory. He knows what he's doing in this game early on, even this early. Like when he was advancing to Archaic, he knew what he wanted to do. And that was build a bunch of Hairsair and take out Ancestor Eclipse. Okay, so he researches the starting upgrades. That's common to research. He already has pickaxe and husbandry, but he researches hand axe last. Notice that he gets the Ulfsarks before researching hand axe, and that's probably a wise decision. You want to get your Hairsair out first so you can get these relics and so you can build bear axes. And now it's just happened on the top side of the map as he sees the priest, but he's going to is he going to attack it? I think he does, yeah. Because his Ulfsark's about to get a lot stronger when he advances to the Classic Age. And also his Ulfsark and his Hairsair are in great position to just start immediately building those barracks right when he advances. And you'll see this priest is almost going to take the dive here. Priest is almost going to die here because the Ulfsark just got a lot stronger. But I think he does manage to hide in that tower. But yeah, what Magyar has accomplished is preventing his opponent from building obelisks so that the Ancestor Eclipse combination is less powerful. And now he's building barracks and he needs another house, so he's building that house. Notice how he builds the house within his range of his town center so that it's harder to destroy because town center would be fighting back. And he's starting to train dwarves from his town center. It's common Thor strategy once you advance the Classic Age, put dwarves on gold till you've got like 9 or 10. So you have a nice supply of gold so you can build raiders. And raiders are great for Ghost Lake, especially because the map is quite open. And what he's doing with these Hairsair here is, I believe he's clicked on this boar. Notice that it has no health. And this one too. This one still has health, but these two don't have health. That means the Spoift is hunting here, and he wants to push his opponent off of Hunt as quickly as possible, because Hunt is a great source of food, and also Spoift will have to move his hunters from this hunt, and therefore lose time. He could be like gathering other stuff. So it's a good move to move your opponent off of Hunt as soon as possible. Yeah. So he's training. Magyar's training a bunch of Hairsair for early on in the game for the Ancestor Eclipse combination. He's also training Raiders because Raiders are great against Chariot Archers, and Chariot Archers are one of the predominant units that Egyptians will train early on in their heroic army. Okay, so he tried to push the guy off Hunt, but he did see that there were a bunch of priests here. Spoift was prepared for this, so he's gonna have to back off. 2 Hairsair's not gonna do it. Alright, he needs another house. But, okay, he's trying to muster, Magyar's trying to muster enough army to push this guy off Hunt, and he needs a little bit more. One more raider's about to do it. Okay, so he moves he moves his ox cart closer to the wood. That's smart. Got to check on your resources periodically. Make sure the ox cart is closest to the resource point. And now he's gonna go and try to push this guy off with the 3 raiders and 2 Hairsair, and it's probably a wise decision for Spoift to run away because he would probably lose some villagers if he tried to fight here. Okay, but now there's a Sphinx, and that changes everything. Sphinxes are very strong, and if the villagers are fighting, the priests are fighting, the pharaoh's fighting, and there's a Sphinx there, he can't deal with all of that. So he does back off. He runs away. But notice how he doesn't keep his army idle. He attacks the granary, and the Norse way of gaining favor is by attacking stuff. So that's a wise decision to make right there. Is attack the granary. His ox cart's kind of far away from his hunters, but I guess he'll get there soon. And yeah, he doesn't want his Ulfsark's part of his army because the army's going to be very quick once he researches that Hall of Thanes upgrade, which is 50%, 7% complete. He doesn't want the Ulfsark part of it because it'll slow it down. Your army only goes as fast as your slowest unit. And also he's going to build, he actually built a longhouse up here, so he's making barracks closer to his opponent's side of the game so that he can spam in units when he needs to once Spoft reaches heroic age. Because he's pretty confident Spoft is not going for Anubis. After all, he already went fast, so he knows that Spoft is going for a fast heroic. And he's going to be prepared to fight that Midgel. And he takes offensive action by going after this tower. And the reason he's over here is because you'll notice this gold mine is far away, and likely Spoft will have to try to secure this gold mine once he reaches heroic. So he's on this side attacking this tower because that's closest. That's where Spoft is likely to go to mine his next gold mine. So he takes out the tower, and then he notices that, oh crap, there's a Sphinx coming after my villagers. I better go send my Herser back to defend it. Alright, yeah. Alright, look at this micro here. So he moves the low health villager away from the Sphinx and gives the Sphinx, he like baits the Sphinx with this more health villager. It's kind of funny. But it does die anyways, but yeah, and he sends a low health villager away. You'll notice that. It's very good micro here. And then, okay, Sphinx retreats. But he does try to trap the Sphinx. That's a very good technique used here, is trapping by Magyar. So if you surround the opponent's forces, then you can get a kill usually. So that's what he's about to do. He's trying to trap the Sphinx. Sphinx takes the bait and uses his ability, which is probably not a good choice in this case because it enabled Magyar to get the time to get his Hersers there and trap him. So Magyar gets the kill there. He's building more barracks, getting ready for the heroic age. That Ulfsark didn't quite make it out of there. He died, unfortunately. Yeah, Magyar's getting ready for any Ancestors Eclipse that might happen on his economy with these Herser that are hanging out around his base, and he's ready to attack Spoft with these guys over here. Moving his ox cart closer is very important. Okay, so Aggressor just went heroic age. That's the cue for Spoft to go in and prevent this Midgel that he knows is about to come up. So he sends in his army of Herser and Raider to go try to do some damage to that Midgel before he gets it up. He knows that Spoft's going to be building it there. Because everyone does as an ISIS player. They build their Midgel close to the gold right there. So he sends in, he's pressuring Spoft. Spoft's going to have to do something or his Midgel's going to get taken down by all these Herser. So Spoft is virtually forced to use his Ancestor Eclipse combination, which he does use right about now when he realizes he's completely screwed otherwise. He uses it, yeah, right now. Because otherwise this thing's going down, this thing's dying, everything's dying, and Spoft's not getting any gold and the game's over. So he's got to use his Ancestor Eclipse combination right now. And Magyar sees it coming, he runs away. That's a smart move. He doesn't want to stay in the range of the Midgel while there's Ancestor Eclipse coming after him. They'll expire in 50 seconds. He'll come back after it's done. But he does have those Herser that have extra HP due to the Hall of Thanes stuff, so he's going to use those to attack the minions, do some damage. And he's going to try to attack Spoft's army at the same time. Very good micro here, doing some damage while he can, while Spoft's army isn't fully mobilized over here. He's doing some good damage to the Ancestors and some of the chariots. And you'll notice, like, the anticipation Magyar had when he built all these horses, like,